Hey YouTube, and welcome to Silent Code Dev. Welcome to day 34 of becoming a front-end developer from zero. Day 34. Holy crap. So yeah, right now I'm working night shift, so that's why I'm uploading a bit late. And also today I woke up like 4 hours ago, 5 hours ago, and I went for a run. And of course I was like thinking about my stuff. So if you've been following my journey, you guys know that I've been learning Tailwind now, right? And I feel like Tailwind is okay. I'm not the best at it, but I know how to install it. I know how to add like custom, I can look things up. I know how to use it. Of course it takes me a bit longer time because I'm not so used to it, but I feel okay with it. I can use it. So right now I have HTML, CSS, Tailwind. Maybe I'll do Bootstrap in another part. Because the reason I did Tailwind now is because that's what I'm going to be using to do like React and to develop. I'm going to use Tailwind because it's so much easier. Not that I can't use vanilla CSS, I can do that too. I feel very comfortable with vanilla CSS, but Tailwind is just like, I just need to look up the different things because we need to have a lot of custom stuff. But yeah, guys, right now I'm gonna do this one, and in this video I actually want to start now move on from Tailwind, and I want to start focusing on JavaScript because JavaScript is the one language that I don't feel so comfortable in, as you guys might have seen. Like I know how to do basic things and I know a lot about JavaScript, but I don't have enough use of it. I don't have enough practice with it. So for example, this challenge here, you guys can see product information UI. I'm going to make it so that I'm going to add a lot of JavaScript parts to it as much as I can. Like for example, if you click buy now, we're going to change the what you're seeing to successful, something like that. So I'm just gonna play around with it, right? But we're gonna focus a lot on the DOM manipulation. So we're gonna make the UI functional, right? And that's what I'm gonna focus on from moving on from now. Because if you guys can see on my channel right now, I have a lot. By the way, thank you guys so much for all the subscribers. It's been going up, so that's good to see. Keep subscribing because I'm not gonna stop. But as you guys can see, I started my Tailwind CSS journey here, right? So I have like 12 videos of that, and I'm still gonna be using Tailwind CSS, but I think it's time to go to JavaScript, right? So I'm just gonna say learning JavaScript or just like using JavaScript because it's gonna be JavaScript focused, right? So I guess this is gonna be the start of that JavaScript part. And we're going to be doing a lot of JavaScript. We're going to be practicing like arrays. We're going to be practicing map, all these methods. And also I wanted to say that one of my biggest fears, like when it comes to coding, is that like, it's not that I forget things, right? But it's just like, for example, now I'm going to be focusing on JavaScript, and after JavaScript, I'm going to move on to React. So the thing is like, what if I start forgetting things, right, that I learned in JavaScript, or I start forgetting things that I learned in CSS, for example, because I just feel like it requires constant usage. And that's the thing, that's why it's so important I think that the only way I can combat this is like, of course, doing this daily, right? Like waking up and doing it every day, even what I'm doing now, despite having jobs and being busy, I have made it a life commitment to upload every single day, even if it's like 15 minutes, because there are days I work, I just can't upload, but I always make sure to make that happen because it's such a priority to me, So, and I don't want to stop. Like, I don't want to give up, because I notice, like, now, for example, like, now is when it counts, because now I'm working nights. I'm about to go to work, but I still woke up and I exercised, took care of my health, and I'm trying to show up. So that's that, just to give you guys a bit of information. But now we're gonna go to JavaScript, and yeah, so we're gonna start the challenge. I haven't started it yet. I haven't looked at the Figma file, but let's get it. So let's see. So I guess I'm gonna go here, and we're gonna go back. And the thing is, guys, I realized I paid for so many like JavaScript courses, It's actually embarrassing because I paid for so many courses, but it's like yeah. And I use them a lot, right? I might go back because I have a course that I will use. 360 view. How are we gonna make that happen in JavaScript? I have no idea. But we can change this to, I don't know, we only have this image, so. But yeah, guys, because I'm gonna be practicing JavaScript, I'm gonna do that at work. I'm just gonna watch the course, and I'm gonna be, when I do videos, I'll just like make the videos, right? I'm just gonna practice like this. So I think that's better, like that. So, okay, so luckily we have like one image. So we're just gonna export this. Let's export. All right. Close this. Product. So as usual, we're gonna have index.html, and we're gonna go to the documents of Tailwind, right? And we're gonna cd in the info challenge npm init. And we're gonna do using this. Copy. We also need a git ignore, so you guys can see all these 467 is all coming from this node modules. So we need to ignore that. So git ignore. I think we need a dot node modules, because when you go to GitHub and you want to, let's say you want to clone my project, I'm not gonna, first of all, you're not gonna push all this to GitHub, and also when someone wants to install and run your project locally, they just need to do npm install, and they will get everything. Like, it's gonna be installed to their local version. And you guys can see right now it's like, okay, add import Tailwind. So we're gonna have a source folder in product, and inside the source folder we're gonna have output.css, and we got this one, and then we're gonna have the build command. Even though I can put it here. And also I forgot to say, guys, we're gonna learn how to test Cypress and all these testing, all right, let's do npm run. Watch. Yeah. Let's go live. Let's check it out. Hello world. Oh, we need to. Is it working? Oh, we need to source. There we go. It's working. Okay, guys. So now we need, because we also have some custom things that we need to import. So I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna say images, and I used to bring my laptop to work, but I have some issues with my Wi-Fi driver, so I probably need to replace that. So I can't move. Like if I move my laptop, it's gonna go out of connection. Like so I'm gonna lose connection, which sucks. Okay, so all right, so we have this product, right? We have this because this is how it looks like, so we are gonna get this background here. So it's a linear thing. So and I'm like, okay, how do we do linear in Tailwind? Don't remember. Background. Okay, let's look at it. Linear. Okay, here we go. Use utilities like bg linear value. Okay, so we have this color. So this is like this is 62 degrees. Yeah, I mean 45 I would say, right? This is like 0, so this is that. So we need to start with this one. So how am I supposed to 45 deg? Okay, let's test with normal because I don't know if it's gonna work. So we say, for example, red 10%, then yellow 50%. Is that gonna work? No. Yeah, I just want to make sure this actually is in Tailwind because it looks like we need to add custom, but is BG like, is that a okay? So that's working. This is not working. So what does that mean, guys? It means that we need to add, you need to make a custom. So this is how you do custom. And this is how we use it, right? So I'm gonna do theme and the color. So let's go here. But we can call it gradient too, I guess, right? I don't know. Let's just add color. So color. So what is this? This is like a gray stone silver, something like that. And this is like white, I don't know. But yeah, let's see. So color light gray. White gray. Okay. And yeah, but this is what it's telling us, right? So but here it says like 41%. But that is the, what is that? It stops. So because it's showing us we can do like that from 10% via sky. Okay. So this is my gradient. Okay, let me see if I can do this. we need to make this light gray appear. That's how we know that it's actually gonna work. But I have a feeling that it's not really working here. So maybe I need to run the watch command. Yeah, it's not working. So yeah, I think we need to do like background because it's not registering, right? So we need to like do background color. Yeah, we need to make a custom theme. Okay, so maybe it's you better. It just says BG Regal Blue, right? And it says light gray is not defined, so it's not registering. It's not getting it. And that's the color, light gray. Now it's showing up. Okay, I don't know what happened there. So yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna get this linear gray, guys. Adding a linear gradient. So maybe I need to do this. It's not working, so I'm just gonna do. Yeah, we're just gonna do that one. I know how to do it in vanilla CSS, but I don't know how to. So, but that's okay, guys. I'm gonna let's see later, you know, because I don't want to waste my time. And right now, we're gonna remove this. We're gonna have an article, and we're gonna call it for container. And let's see. So as you guys can see, we have like there's a rectangle. Oops. So I just want to show you guys how I think. So we have like the outside, and then we have the right. So this is how I think. Right, we have like one container, and inside we have two stuff. So we're gonna have the image here, and we're gonna have the article there, right? Image here. So this entire thing is gonna be an article, and I'm gonna call, I don't know, section. Should it be a section? I would just say article, you know, and then we just div this, and then yeah, that's simple. So let's go. We need to know the width and the height, so width is 144 max and it's gonna be border radius, or border. I don't know why my tailwind is not working. It's working here, but it's not working. Yeah, it's working here. Okay, maybe because we don't have. Oh, it's rounds. Okay, let's see, rounds. I don't know why I keep forgetting that. So rounds. Yeah, I just want to find out 16 pixels. That's round to spot on. Okay. And the height. I mean, do we need to specify height? I usually leave height out because it already, you know, it's like it's gonna come automatically, right? All we need is the width, and if we center this, it's gonna come naturally. So yeah, inside here we're gonna have two, and we're gonna call, yeah, 2, and the first one is going to be M container, or product M container, and inside here we're gonna have the actual M headphones. So we're gonna do class max I don't know what's going on with my extension. It's like, you know, oh, I had to reinstall my yeah guys, I mean, sometimes it's like, I don't know why it's not showing up. It's annoying, but there we go. Okay, max. Yeah, max width 100%. Just for the image to be responsive, so it's always going to be responsive. And this actual size, I don't know, we're going to say the height is going to be 686. So we can add like a custom okay, let me instead of guessing, let me just look up the custom height. Okay, so we're gonna do so is it working? Height auto. var headphones, right? Bro. Alright, let's go back into this. Okay, maybe because we have uh I don't know, no, that was the wrong project. Okay, so it seems like the height worked. Every time I try to add like a custom value, I always get some kind of like messed up. And it needs to be max width. I mean max height. So max height. Loading. It's so slow. Max height. We don't want it to go higher than this. But it is higher, so why? Oh, we have a max width. We need to have a max width as well. So max width, because we have max width full, but we need to have a, not max width, we need to have a fixed. So headphones is not defined. Why is it not defined, man? Okay, guys, I think I just realized what I did wrong. So, because I thought that the W and the H was omitted, but it's clearly not. So, okay. Alright. Then we know that, because now it's not gonna get bigger than this. So, great. We learned something today. There's value in struggling. Okay, now we're gonna do this. And I want it to, like, when you click +1, we want to track it here somehow. So okay, I'm gonna do this and then I'm gonna end because I gotta get back to work. Okay, we're gonna do small headphones. We're gonna do each one. Also, we gotta get the font, which is Roboto. So this is gonna be in its own. So we're gonna put this in here. We're gonna have a div. We're gonna do a UL for this one because it makes sense. So the li is gonna be the square boxes, and we're gonna have two p tags in there, or span. Yeah, because span p is a block, span is not. It's inline, so it's gonna be better. So we're gonna do span to material. And this is where Tailwind shines, because now instead of going to vanilla CSS, and you can just target it directly here. So it just makes it so much easier to work like this, you know. So now we have the buttons. So I'm gonna say that's gonna be inside the, you know what, we're gonna put it outside the here. So we're gonna do, there are two buttons, so we're gonna do div buttons. And how are we gonna create this one? So that's two buttons, and then we have like a, I don't know what we call that one, but one plus and one minus, and then one like div or something like that. So we can say, so that's gonna be a container too. So increase, decrease, I'm just gonna say increase button, or amount button, and we're gonna do button times 2 plus minus, and we have like a div 1. And then the other button is gonna be same thing. So, but it's like a buy now. So when we click that, it's gonna take us to a next page. Not next page, but it's gonna do call to action, right? So you want to use buttons when it's to change like a number or something, but you want to use a tag for like when you want to change for an action, something like that. But this is like a buy for now, $3.99, right? So when you click it, you're buying, right? So it's not something like incrementing or something you do with a page. I might be wrong here, so I'm just gonna do this a tag, and so buy now, because it's gonna be, yeah, we need to wrap it, because buy now CTA, we're gonna have an a tag, and then we're gonna have not P, but span, I guess. 399. Okay, and then we're gonna have yeah, I don't know what that's gonna be, but we're gonna have like a div circle, and we're gonna have like a p tag 360 view. All right. So this is how it's gonna look like on mobile. We're just gonna make it like we can just do it now. Actually, we should work on the mobile first, even though I don't like it. So we're gonna say here. So h full. We need to do h screen. So and then yeah, because we don't want to do it like that, but I guess we set the height because the height is gonna come automatically, right? Because now it's full, but that's because we have it like that, right? So if I go to article and I say, because we have flex, we should have flex here, and then we can say flex row. Yeah, so the height is gonna be adjusted based on the content inside, right? So we don't really need to set a height. We just say height full, so that way it's gonna be fluid. And also we do align items center. Perfect. I don't know why each one is looking like that. That's weird, but yeah. And of course we need to center the entire thing. I don't know if we're gonna do that on so flex justify center. That's gonna center it vertically, I mean horizontally, and then items center. I don't know why shit is slow. We need to add a main screen because right now it doesn't have like, so now we have it. Okay guys, so that's it. I know it was a small video, short video, but I gotta go to work soon. So but thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe if you like this. And like I said, we're gonna do a bit of JavaScript. Like I want to focus on JavaScript in this part. You know, I don't know yet what I'm gonna do. Like I want to add like incremental, and we're gonna add a bit features here and there. So that's it guys. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.